Hey, Reed.
What's up, Aaron? How's it going? You still single?
Yeah, actually I am.
Yeah, you heard that,
surprisingly.
lady.
Okay. Hey, I got some sad news for this week.
I hate sad podcasts.
Yeah, it's mainly because Clap graduated.
That's the worst news I've ever heard.
I know, so now we can't make fun of him anymore or even talk about him on this podcast.
We're not allowed to talk about him?
Charles.
Does his wife say that?
No, I had to text his wife to make sure that he actually graduated because I didn't trust him to tell me the truth.
Yep.
So
Did
he
you
maybe
text his wife asking if he's Woo-shock too?
no,
Because I don't know if we've confirmed that yet.
No, but he's if you need a mascot for your team, he is looking for a job.
Yeah, I would recommend Clap, not me. My one semester as Woo-shock was an abysmal failure.
Okay, way to brag. And roll the intro music.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Holes in Your Drywall podcast. Featuring Reed Lynett and Aaron Hole.
Yo, so we've got the most famous freaking guest that we've ever had. He's so talented, a man of many skills, a Swiss Army knife, MaximumJamez.
Hey guys, thank you so much for
That
having
might-
me on your podcast.
That might make some of our other guests mad, but
No, it's okay. I don't believe it.
He's
I'm not-
he's a celebrity,
He's
and
a-
he's the first celebrity that we've had.
which of famous?
Which are
Talk-
famous?
I don't know.
I'm which are famous.
So, Max, I'll let the people explain everything that makes you after I play this little song.
You'll let the people explain everything that makes
Oh
him
shoot!
him?
I'll let Max. Max, I'll let you introduce yourself after I play this little song. The song is called XAEA12. It is a little song that Max wrote about Elon Musk's little baby. Anything else you want to let him know before I play it?
No.
What's good? My name is Came up the tube and I'm already famous. Came up the tube and I'm feeling a Porsche. Shout out to Elon, I'm doing the dash. I'm taking my daddy and mommy's cash. Sorry, Grimes, I ain't kissing
Yo, if we
Yeah,
get-
man, it's too easy.
If we get copyright striked on YouTube because of that,
Well, you won't get taken down. We'll just get all the money from the video if it gets monetized.
well,
I'll split the money and then.
we're not monetized, sir. I'll tell you that.
You won't get in trouble.
All right, Max. So let the people know who you is, what you do.
Okay. Hey, my name is MaximumJamez, and I am a content creator.
Ew.
I am a guy who makes things. I'm a content maker from Wichita, Kansas.
A rapper,
See,
videoer.
I'm a rapper, videoer,
Video editor.
YouTuber.
YouTuber from Wichita. I'm
Mhm.
based in here in Kansas. I'm right down the street from you guys.
You guys ever heard of the rapper Rich Brian?
I have.
I know his.
You know his
first
original
rap
name? Max, how did he get that original rap name?
Okay, let's go into it. So Rich Brian, who is a
Also known as Brian.
Brian Emanuel. Brian Emanuel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Let me finish my thoughts. So, it's 2016. So since you're asking, I'm answering. That's
Yes.
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
now.
that's what you're doing.
So I'm not. Okay. So 2016, Vine was really popular, and there was a thing called Weird Twitter, and so a lot of people don't realize is that probably your favorite artist right now were probably super racist and crazy on the internet at one point, and they're
No.
just now, yeah. And they were in a thing called Weird Twitter, and I was associated with Weird Twitter, and I met Brian Emanuel through my friend Jackson Laurie,
Mm-hmm.
who was we were all in this weird Twitter group, and we were making hip hop music as 16-year-olds in a basement, and Brian needed, he liked one of the songs we made, and he was like, "Can I remix it?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, let's do it." And at this time, Brian's name was Healy Riddler on Twitter, and we gave him a name. He needed he remixed a song. He needed a name. We came up with the name Rich Chiga, and that's what landed. And then since then, man, Brian has been. This sounds like a fake story. It sounds fake, but it's like
Yeah, it kind of
but
does.
it's genuine. And yeah, since then, it's been changed from Rich Chiga to Brian to Rich
Rich
Brian.
Brian.
So this is the phase we're at now.
Uh-huh.
I haven't kept, disclaimer. We're still good friends and we still keep in touch, but again, it's not like we're consistently like buddy.
You think he'd be willing to come on Holes in Your Drywall?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Sure.
Hey,
I'll
you
take
know who
sure.
else we need Max to get our foot in the door with?
Who?
Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd.
Oh, yes,
Do you know
sir.
him?
Kind of botched that.
Or-
Yeah.
What?
Here's a song with him.
No
so I'll go into this too. This seems like I'm brag. I don't want to brag on.
No,
camera.
we're
I'm
just-
asking you
Yeah,
to
That's
do
what I'm
this.
saying. I'm
None
not
of
even
this-
bragging. It just feels like
None of this is bragging.
I'm talking. That's why I'm here. I'm talking
The
about
internet,
freaking
yeah,
brag.
the internet's gonna learn about you.
So-
Our podcast. is
So,
gonna learn
Fantano. Again, this is probably the 2017, probably a year after the Brian stuff, and we were on internet. We were making music, making videos on the World Wide Web, and we were publishing them. And one day, I'm going to try to summarize the story. After school one day, I got home and I was like, I'm going to find famous people's phone numbers. And I'm going to make it my goal. And I'm going to call them all and in a really freaky, stalkish way. And I'm not going to say how I did it because I'm not going to condone. I'm not going to condone nothing. But I found Fantano's number because, long story short, he didn't have a protected domain on his website. So make sure if you buy a website, make sure you pay the extra $3 to keep your domain protected because any weirdo 15-year-old
You were scheming.
I was scheming and I had a goal, and
I scored.
and I scored. And I mean, I was harassing Fantano, and I had all my friends like calling him and leaving voicemails, and and then we had one friend left who had his phone number, but didn't get blocked, so he sent him my song "Freeway." It was a song I made when I was like 17, and the music video. And Fantano roasted it. He was like, "This shit's trash. It's too short. You guys are idiots for calling me. Like, leave me alone." And then like 15 minutes later, he's like, "Can Cal?" So he has his alter ego called Cal Chuchesta, who he makes music. That's his like music identity. He's like, "But can Cal remix it to make it longer?" He asked us for the remix, but we were hurt already. So we were like, "No, Fantano, Cal can't remix it." We're being kind of stubborn. And he's like, "Oh, I thought you'd want." And long story short, Fantano remixed one of my songs, and then we put it out, and then I put out an album that year, and he tweeted out the album.
Really?
And we keep in, again, none of these people I keep in like amazing touch with, but I've talked to Fantano a few times this year, checked in. Fantano is a cool guy.
I didn't know your relationship with him was so
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah, no,
so it started
definitely-
from hate, and then
It
you
was,
just, like,
he was
it's not bad.
he wanted to not like us, and he ended up liking us, which
He
was a
respected
success.
the craft.
Yeah, he did.
So this was high school, Max.
Yes. this
How'd
is
you
high
like
s-
high school? How'd you get along? You ever get beat up, made fun of?
No. High school was cool, man. I liked high school. I liked it a lot more than middle school. Middle school sucks.
Oh, it was middle school.
Middle. No, I'm saying middle school, like just precursor to the story. Middle school is a very pivotal moment in everyone's life,
Yeah,
and I think
young
it affects them
man's-
for
yeah.
the rest of your life. I hated middle school. Has made me, half the man I am today, but that's the half I don't like. If that makes sense. Middle school has ruined me.
You hate half your life.
I hate a portion of me. Everyone has some kind of hatred, and it all stems from middle school, right? So I don't know, but high school is brilliant. I loved high school. I think high school is amazing. I had a great time. Again, that was the time I was making music consistently and not overthinking shit, doing stuff with Fantano, doing stuff with Brian, right? I was consistently creating, and then,
You got in the videos too, right?
I've been making videos since elementary school. Yeah.
So I guess
then
how did you get into music and videos?
the thing was, is
Creating.
I really liked YouTube. I love the internet. Let me just throw
It's
that
a
out
great
there.
place.
I love the internet. I love that. I love the fact that we grew up to see, we lived to see YouTube form. We lived to see ringtone commercials exist. And then like we went through all these weird
Pink guy.
right?
You are literally like a creation of the internet.
I'm no,
like
I
the Max that
wouldn't-
we know today doesn't exist without the internet.
I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for like I would have no hobby, I would have no interest up until I mean this doesn't seem like a lot of life, but I mean up until 2009, right, which I was only 9 years old. But I mean 9-year-old Max found his passion and hobby immediately because of the internet, because of Fred or because of
Oof.
Shane Dawson, because of
Ooh.
So side note,
Now.
no.
Ooh.
So this sounds crazy, but I'm not. But yeah, Shane Dawson back then, who's getting canceled now. honestly, like if people like I it literally was like, holy shit, like this is the
Dude,
craziest thing I've ever
I
seen.
used to watch his videos too.
Right.
Like,
So
back
I
in
mean,
those
and
days.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like now it sucks, and I'm like, oh god, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I never did blackface. Right. It never didn't inspire me to go crazy, but it at least inspired me enough to get a camera and like do something. Right. Like so what I took away from early YouTube and Smosh, etc. Right, was just like
Food battle.
right. Yeah. And is that I can do it myself. So
See, I'm in there with you on YouTube and stuff. Reed doesn't care anymore.
No, dude, I was making YouTube videos in middle school.
Did you have any famous ones back when you were a kid?
Yeah, I blew up a little bit. I got 1,500 views
Really?
on a video.
on what?
It was a longboard review.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Did you have the long hair and everything? You were like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is my longboard, and
Yeah, I wore
fast.
the fat, thick DCs too.
Fire. That's fire.
Yeah, I've always loved making video. Other than the editing, I can't do editing, which
Right.
is why I switched over to photography because I hate
You like the picture. You like
Yeah.
you like making things look good.
if I didn't have to edit any video, I would be much more into video. But the back half of it, I can't
feel-
stand.
With the podcast.
yeah, I feel,
Ooh.
man. But yeah, dude, I don't know where to go from there. But anyways, side note. Let me add one more thing. I was just talking. It's on the topic of the internet, talking about how insane. I can't compare anything to ringtone commercials from back in the day. Do you remember like when Crazy Frog was blowing up, and like they would like play the video on TV, and then they would like fade out and then fade it back in, and they were like Colt 613. No. Do you remember those? Jamster.
Well, yeah.
So
I remember
Jamster. So it was like you called this number and you get a ringtone. We will never see a ringtone commercial ever again, and that blows my mind because we have progressed. I can't compare.
You should bring it
anything.
back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Make it an
inspires
app.
me. It's what inspires me.
Boom.
It's things that don't exist
Mm.
and things that people forget about, and triggering it and making them think about it again. It's something that
I was actually
blows me away.
I was thinking about something along the same lines earlier today. I saw a Dos Equis commercial, and it was a new Dos Equis commercial where they just called it the most interesting beer alive instead of the most interesting
Ooh.
man alive.
That's
And
not
I
fun.
thought, how cool would it be if they just played one of their most interesting man alive videos from 10 years ago? Like
That's what I'm
know
saying.
why
it could
they
be
don't
seen as unoriginal. Like
No.
I'm sure
They
they
could just play the
the
off
suits-
the nostalgia fact.
I was
and just, like,
just
people-
about to say, bro,
That's-
nostalgia will literally. I'm a sucker for nostalgia.
Mhm.
My whole life revolves around nostalgia, and it's kind of sad, but like nostalgia will sell anything.
It's like
Nostalgia-
unless there was something really wrong with those commercials back in the days that we just didn't see.
probably it's probably terrible.
something
No,
super
no, there
offensive.
wasn't.
It's probably some underlying
I
like,
don't know.
racism, bro.
Yeah.
But like no companies do that. The suits in charge are like,
True.
oh no, that'd be unoriginal. People would think we're being lazy.
man-
But in my
man
head, I'm
sucks.
like, everyone knows like a good commercial from 10 years ago before commercials
Well, yeah.
were like so
Because-
overblown
because-
like
and
the
on
because-
TV.
Geico ones.
I was just about to, or the State Farm. They still run that State Farm. Well, what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Like that shit's like 15 years old.
Yeah,
and
but they keep
still
tweaking
run that.
it.
They remade it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like,
made a
just
black
reshoot the
Jake from
same
State
thing.
Farm. Have you seen that?
I have.
They literally just switched it to a black man.
Which
Like,
They
hey,
did?
yo,
I didn't even see that.
yeah.
I thought it was
it.
the same one.
Oh, jeez.
it works.
But it's like, okay, I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Think
Right.
of something.
If you're gonna do
else.
it, do it the same, or do it better. I don't know.
No, facts. I agree, and I don't know. I was going to go something about nostalgia, but I forgot. You guys were talking too deep about this commercial. and it
Speaking
makes
of
sense.
nostalgia, I'll let the people know the first time that we met.
Yeah.
So I got a text from Maxx is dating my girlfriend's little,
Yeah.
which for those that don't know what that is, it's a stupid Greek term for they're in the same sorority basically. And so I got a text
Yeah.
from Max's girlfriend and said, "Hey, can you give my boyfriend a ride home from the date party?" I said, "Sure." And then she sent me his number, and Max, like, the third text he sent me was like, "Love you," with a bunch of hearts and stuff. And I was like, "Who is this
just
cat?"
like a 20-minute ride home, right?
This is a 2.5 hour
Yeah.
long ride home.
First time me and someone right.
And so
It's crazy.
I scooped Max, and there was literally not a second of silence the whole ride home. We were just talking it up, and my windows kept icing over, and so I could barely see out of them. But we
We were chopping
pulled
it
up some
the whole
beats. We
time.
started freestyle rapping.
We were chopping
Max
it up.
told me all these crazy stories about Rich Brian and
Which
Fanta-
I feel bad. I could go more in depth about, but it's like there isn't too much. It's so just crazy how the internet. It's just the internet.
And
It's the whole topic.
and
I think it's nuts.
before we got home, I called one of our friends named Blake, and I said, "Dude, you got to come over. I got a surprise for you." And the
Like a
surprise was
present.
I
Max.
got a surprise person.
Like I've just never met anyone like you.
Thanks, Reed.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
And
great.
then-
Thanks.
That car ride was so much fun that you moved in with us 6 months later.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. I moved in with a bunch of like pretty much strangers, but we all got along so well.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy, man.
Very different strangers too. Like our interests don't overlap all that much.
No, it doesn't, and I think that's. But that's kind of like
No, it's cool.
it's kind of cool because now I live in a house with a bunch of people who are literally just me's and like clones of me, and things are
and Parker.
and Parker, right? And things and things I don't know, and things are weird, right? When you live in a house with a bunch of you, all in all you know is you. There's not much to talk about, right? Like, so when you live in a house with a bunch of people who have different interests, or like same with work. I would rather work a job with a bunch of strangers and a bunch of friends because then you just have more to talk about. You're living completely different lives, right?
That's interesting.
don't know
It's like
nothing.
every time I went over to your guys' house and
Yeah.
like we talk, I just learned something just very different each time.
Oh
from
my
you.
gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I love him.
Yeah, man. That's great. That's great. That's weird. I don't know.
That is
I
a good
loved it,
point
though.
about like working with with people outside of your circle.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm working with this one guy named Evan, coolest dude.
Yeah.
Like two sleeves of tattoos, and I'm like, dang, none of my friends have tattoos. And like got married at a racetrack. It was $5 entry. Bring your own beer. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like I've
during
never
a
heard.
race, did they get married?
No, it just at the racetrack, and I was like,
That's hard.
I'm so glad I met you, Evan, because I'm
Yeah, man.
freaking learning stuff.
It's super important to meet people, bro. That's so normal, but it's like literally like people like get real comfortable with their friend group and rock with it. And that's their world for the rest of their life. You gotta meet people. That's why
That's what
I'm gonna keep moving back to the internet because the only reason why I know anybody, the last time I ever went out and met somebody on accident, like, oh, we're friends now, was probably like 2004.
That's just not true. I've
2004.
witnessed this.
you were 4
No,
years old.
But like people I rock with though,
Oh, like
people
that
I
you
like consistently
Keep up with. Okay.
people I consistently rock with and who are involved with my life, I've met on the internet.
Here's the thing about Max. He's literally the most approachable, non-judgmental person I've ever met. Like, we went to the downtown skate park. Not really my crowd. Like, kind of too nervous to talk to anybody.
Didn't bring your longboard.
No, I was just
he
trying
brought
to.
the
I was
mini
just trying to
board.
skate and stay out of people's way because I'm not really good at skating.
Yeah.
And then I like turn around and Max like has been chopping it up with this dude for 15 minutes. Like knows all of his friends now, and like it's like Max will just approach anybody and just like be himself. Like he doesn't ever
Appreciate
fake it.
that. Yeah,
And-
bro. He gave me beef jerky. And I just took beef jerky from a stranger. I was like, this is fire.
Okay, Melly's just gonna join the fun.
Yep,
So,
Melly's
no.
sitting up here with us. And one time, shoot, I don't know if I can tell this story.
You can if it's you can say whatever
Max
you want, bro.
Max
can
had a
cut it
lady
if you
friend
want
that
to.
was like 10 years older or something.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
that's
But
cool.
and I was like,
comfortable with that.
I was like, Max, how did you do that? And he was like, dude, I just act like myself around adults. Like I don't act any different. And she liked that. And I was like,
but
you really do.
You know, and the thing was like I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like thing is like I'm not like seeking out like I wasn't seeking out anything. It's like I just feel like it's super important to just act normal, bro.
Yeah.
Like just act like normal.
You're always you.
It's okay to be awkward and tense. There's times where like I'm around unapproachable people who will kill me. So of course you got to be like, I'm not going to like talk to you.
There's
or make
been
an
times
effort,
where you've
right?
been. What word do you use when you were in Atlanta and people were like testing you to see if they could steal your stuff? What was the word?
Oh my god.
Not jumped, but like the pre-jumping phase.
press.
Pressed.
You were
Pressed.
pressed?
Yeah.
I've
He
been
got
pressed.
pressed. He
I've
gets
been
pressed.
pressed.
You want to talk about you going to Atlanta? Because like I'm still kind of confused on that.
Okay. Well, okay. So the internet. It's all the internet, bro. Like
That's gonna be the title of this.
it's literally
episode,
the internet. The internet is so important to me. It's so important, and I think, yeah, man. Like Atlanta, I just met a bunch of friends. So Jackson Laurie, the same dude who me and him made, Rich Chica at the time, right? We like birthed that. Like me and him were also on the internet, and we met a bunch of people from Atlanta, like a bunch of hip hop artists, and it was 2016, and we started like going back and forth down there. just like, let's do it. Like, let's just like, and it's not that easy. I'm going to precursor it. Not make it sound crazy. His parents are from Georgia. So when they drive up there to visit family, we're tagging along, right, on the 16-hour car ride. And I'm going to talk about the first time I ever went to Atlanta as a 16-year-old, right? I go there. I haven't been outside of my state. I haven't been outside of the city. And I go to Atlanta. Immediately, we were supposed to be there to shoot a concert. This is 2016. I don't know who Lil Yachty is. I don't know who Polari is. I don't know who Larry League is. But I'm aware of them from the internet, right? But I'm not. You just don't. Anyways, we pull up to 16-hour car drive straight to this concert. We hop out. Immediately are greeted by this dude, Sensei Atlanta. He's a producer.
Sensei Atlanta?
Yeah, he's produced for FKA Twigs, 645 AR, Larry League, Yachty, Polari. He daps us
So
up.
Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the other
any
names.
of those people except for Lil
Right.
Yachty.
But these are a bunch of. This is the SoundCloud scene of 2016, right? So this
Okay.
is like the artists.
Freshman
that were popular
XXL.
type, like what could have been if they didn't like do drugs and fall off. But we
Lil Yachty.
pull up, pull up, dab up with him. Immediately, so this is you're overwhelmed. You've never been to a city like this before. You
Right.
walk into a venue, go straight to a green room. There's Polari's asleep. Yachty is just sitting there eating, and then it's us. It's like two little white kids and like 16 just like rappers, just like super intimidating, like tatted up, like they're maybe like 2 years, 3 years older than us at this point, right? And they're just like, like you look up to these people on the internet, and you haven't even got a chance to see the city. And you're immediately in the heart of like Atlanta's like hip hop scene.
You're in the same room as Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was like, oh shit, this is Yachty, because he had like Minnesota in one night was just blowing up, right? But like it was just like, oh, like Yachty was
He's
probably
not the
Yachty was Yachty for
millionaire.
3 months at this point.
And
like,
you were MaximumJamez with Quick Trip.
right. Not this is shit before Quick Trip. Right. This is like I had that song with Fantano, maybe, right? And then, anyways, it doesn't matter. We're not shit. And we go in and then I film a concert for another 5 hours after just getting on a long car ride. And we then I was standing next to it's not, we chopped it up with Yachty. And then I met all these people, and I still keep in touch with all of them except Yachty to this day, because that's how things work. And me and Yachty weren't like, we didn't like hit it off.
That's how clout goes.
It's how clout goes, and that's just how management. You start making Sprite commercials, and you're somewhere else.
And then you're
man.
the creative director for Nautica, and
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Got
he's
Oprah's bank
a
account.
weirdo. He really is.
Yachty is brilliant, but he's no, he's brilliant. But yeah, man, that's so. Anyways, since 2016 prime Atlanta times, I visit pretty much every year. I try to make it at least twice a year. Obviously, this year was weird. I've been there once this year, but yeah, I mean, I love everyone down there. I have an amazing friend group down there, and I still work with people down there. Still keep in touch with producers, musicians, videographers. Jackson Laurie now lives there, so there's another excuse to be down there, right? So it's cool, man. Atlanta's a beautiful. It's not beautiful, but it's a cool place if you ever want to go.
Where would you like to be in 5 years? Like YouTube fame, rapper,
Podcast fame.
The thing
podcast fame,
is yeah, for
Reed's
real.
best friend living in his basement
Yes,
with him.
live it in your bedroom with you. No, I think
5 years, you'll be what, 26, 25?
I'll be 25. I think, bro, like, if it's this is crazy. I had this conversation with someone the other day where it was like, if I really wanted to, like, hop in a YouTube bag and do
Wait,
it,
what does that mean?
like,
Use his connections.
if you hop in the YouTube bag, that means give all you got to, like, one thing.
Yeah.
Imagine if I were to just put
Okay, one
all
trick
of my-
pony.
Right. If I
Essentially.
just did that.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but I think I would like be kind of okay at it. Like
Yeah.
I know enough people and I know what to do,
Yeah.
but I'm so hesitant to hop into one thing at once because I don't know what I want to do yet. Still, even though I do all these things, I don't know what my thing is yet, and I'm too hesitant to just give it my all into one thing. So I don't want to be just stuck there. Like I don't want to get too comfortable. So
Yeah.
5 years, man, I
No, I
hope I'm good at whatever I do.
I definitely think you can make it in YouTube.
Definitely.
I think so.
Explain
too.
your Sirenet connection.
Yeah.
Because you've done 2 videos with him
The
now, right?
three.
Three
There's-
videos
yeah.
with him now?
Yeah.
XAE12.
Yeah.
Lego City, which
Lego
is
City.
hilarious.
And then what's
Oh,
that?
and the Scream.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Yeah.
So Sirenek, he's awesome guy.
Animator, right?
He's a meme musician. So he's
Did
he's
you
like
just make that up? Or?
No, it's like literally his like thing is like meme music. Like that's what he says. So he's a meme musician.
I mean, I love him just because
Dude, he's
memes and
he's
Aaron loves
amazing,
memes.
bro. And I didn't know about him. You know, I knew about the air horn, like emoji air horn phase in like 2015 or whatever, but I didn't know who he was until right. And he was like, that's what his thing
Yeah, he
was.
started that.
Yeah, and I put out a video in 2017 or 2018. It's called Green Screen Lambo, and it was like, and it went like it did like its rounds on Twitter, and like people noticed it, and it went like people, it did well.
It got some traction.
Yeah, and one of the people I've met through there was this dude named Cyrenek. And he was like, dude, and he just like followed me and retweeted it. And I followed him back. And we were chopping it up. And, for that little bit of time, like, hey, just introducing ourselves and knowing what we do. And I didn't message him for like a year and a half or maybe 2 years. Then I was like feeling real down about myself for some reason. I was like, I'm not making anything. And I was just like, I just shot my shot. I was like, hey, like, if you ever want to make something, let's do it. Like, we should. And I was just like talking out of my ass. Like, I don't know what I was going to do with him. And he was like, dude, let's do it. I was like, oh, damn, that was really easy. And then since then, we're really good. We're really
You're
good buds.
a perfect combination, literally.
What was the first project that you guys did?
We did a song called Lego City.
So
and
did you just make this song and say, hey, man?
No. So how it works, when you collaborate with someone like Cyrenek, who's like an animator and, like he's just a YouTuber, especially if it's for their channel, he comes up with the idea.
Mm-hmm.
We get on a call and he's like, dude, this is the idea. And we just talk about like what it is. And then from there, like, if the video is about Elon Musk's baby or Lego City, whatever, I'll send the idea off to one of my friends or one of my roommates and they'll make a beat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll start, and then I'll wait until I'm really sleep deprived and then I'll record. And then because you don't overthink when you're sleep deprived, all you think is sleep. So you're like, I want to get it done. So when you have like your sleep on your mind and not like overthinking, you're just like, when I'm done with this, I can sleep. You don't have any other obligations. That's
Is that
the
really
best
your
time.
process?
Yes.
That is so funny.
So I wait until
I think that's why I can't rap, because I just get too much sleep then.
You have you have to wait until
I can't freestyle or anything.
Wait, just try it when you're sleep deprived. Wait till like 3 a.m. and just like by yourself and just do some shit, because you'll be surprised.
Here's the thing. Max and I have, for those out there, Max and I have made some songs before.
Uh-huh.
And I'll always go into it with some stuff written down and like try to think about what I'm saying, and it is so hard to like rap on beat and stuff. Like, either you got it or you don't. I really don't got it.
No,
and then Max will come in and he'll just totally freestyle, and then if he doesn't like it, he'll be like, no, let me redo that. And then he'll completely change the freestyle. Like, he won't keep any of the parts that he liked or anything. He'll just totally fresh new thought. It's ridiculous.
Where can the babes hear this? Do you have
the babes can hear it on my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
If you want my SoundCloud name, just go ahead and hit
us
me on
up.
Kick or email me.
Or in our Instagram DMs.
Or in our Instagram
True. You got to hear it. They're rare tracks. They're
They're
never
so
before
fun to
heard.
make.
No, they're great. I haven't made something like that in so long. But no, that's fun. And that's, thank you, Reed. But that's how I do these too. So it's even easier when you have a topic.
Uh-huh.
So then you're just like, so that's why Cyrenek is great, because I love making music with a topic, because it inspires you, because you're just like, what can I do?
Yeah, you don't have to start from scratch.
Yeah, so you already have a head start. You're already 50%.
Okay,
done.
but did you write? I feel like I know the answer because you don't write stuff down.
Yeah.
But for XAE12, like,
No.
those were some clever lyrics.
No, I literally.
No.
Well,
So ridiculous.
Well, because
I just don't understand how your brain works this fast. Probably from all the candy.
I eat a lot of candy. I don't do
soda.
drugs, and I don't sleep. So I'm like literally like, so I'm always
That's
like,
a combination.
It's don't do drugs, don't sleep, and eat candy.
It's so
And
good.
Just a sugar rush every time.
Yeah, and sugar really does get me like crazy. That's the crazy thing.
And he literally he'll eat one small meal a day, and the rest of it he just supplements with candy.
It's
Was
facts.
it
The whole day.
Carmelos?
Ooh, yes, sir. You know what's good.
Fun fact: the first song that Max and I made, it's pretty good. But I told my girlfriend that we made a song, and she was like, "You have to send it to me." I was like, "I'm absolutely not sending it to you." And then she kept pestering me for like an hour.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because I think she was worried that I like gave out my social security number or something
yeah,
on it.
you messed up.
And so I was like, all right, fine, Max will send it to you. And then Max was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the beat, and I'm just going to give her 2 minutes of fart sounds. So instead of us rapping, he just took the beat and put 2 minutes of fart sounds on it. For no, like, he gained nothing out of this. Just the funniest thing that I've ever seen anyone do. He just edited this all together and sent it to me, and he's like, and he sent the file to Natalie at the same time, and she texted me, and she was like, oh, I so got you. And I was like, what do you mean you got me? And she sent me a screenshot, and it was a picture of the file that Max sent her. And I was like, oh, boy.
She doesn't know what she's about to open.
Oh, my goodness.
So she sent that without even like listening to it.
No.
Yeah,
and then after she listened to it, oh, my gosh.
Were you in the doghouse?
Oh.
Were you in the belly
Max
house?
was in the crossfires. I thought we were both getting put to sleep.
Yeah, no, I was confident I was in trouble because she didn't say it said red, and then it was like 15 minutes later. I'm like, ooh, like it wasn't even like a laugh react or anything. It was like mute.
And then she heard the real song, and she was super impressed. She was like, that was so good. And I was like, yeah, we did that in about 15 minutes.
We got her on a song. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
we got Natalie.
We got
doing
Natalie
bars.
on a song, and here's the second part.
They go hard.
She's so much better at rapping than me. Like, her voice is kind of. She's a great singer and musician, so she can be on beat, and she has a nice voice. I can't be on beat, and I don't have a voice, so I was like,
it's a good contrast.
I was helping her write the lyrics, and her friends write the lyrics. But her delivery is so much better than mine could ever be, and that cuts me.
Natalie eats, bro. She's hard.
Her first line is, see if I can get as deep as her. Shout out to my mom, because she birthed me.
It was clean.
I'm fully hydrated. I ain't thirsty.
What?
Facts.
I love, Max, I love your ad-libs on the songs.
Which one? Like, just in general?
Well, just the ones from the SoundCloud.
Oh, word.
Those are hilarious.
Yes.
And also, the Let's Go. I was getting mad, like Lonely Island, Natalie Portman vibes.
Beautiful.
Or no, I'm the boss.
Okay, that's
like
funny.
That.
I got a lot of comments. Me and Cyrenek, we always like look at like comments, right? And we always read them, and there was like 80% of them are like, this sounds like it probably literally is what it's literally. I didn't realize it, but it's just that song. Like it was like I just made like a boss. Like I literally just made a song that already exists.
I mean, I love it.
Which is thanks, but like it's crazy that is like even like the dick getting chopped off and whatnot. Like it's like he does this, and so but like it's so subconscious because it's something Lonely Island in their movies and their music, and it is the reason why I even don't take music as serious as like I used to.
Yeah,
it's they're brilliant,
satirical rappers.
They're the best. They're the prime because it's also hard.
Yeah.
It also like is like Lil Dicky, like it's kind of hard for me to listen to because it's just like it's satirical, but it doesn't really go. Like it's like it's just like a one
trying too
joke.
hard.
He's trying to be a good rapper.
He's trying to be a good rapper, but it's just like
and he thinks he's a good rapper.
In the beats, like it's nothing good. It's nothing clever. It's just like one long like white guy joke. And then like Lonely Island is like so like creative and just like very like specific again with the topic, and they'll just stay on it. Diaper Money is one of the best songs ever made, bro. Like ever made.
I like Hugs.
Hugs. Is that with the Pharrell hook? Which is
yeah.
It's brilliant, dude. Lonely Island is brilliant.
Okay, since we're talking about your music career, I have to bring this up because this is one of the greatest little Max Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like there's so much about you. He's also in a garage punk band called Cigarettes.
What?
Instead of cigarettes. And they have one album. It's called Greatest Tits.
Greatest Tits.
and my favorite song is called Poop My Pants, and I'm just going to play a little snippet.
Run that.
This is Max and his friends. Not only is he a rapper, but they can also do this.
I was constipated most of the day.
Yeah. Right, you got to get to the hook.
Something happened.
What I hate is how much I actually like this song. It's actually good.
Shit my pants in. Now the room is brown. Tell me why.
Do I always shit in my pants? It goes.
And the plot to Max just gets deeper with that.
Oh my gosh.
There's
plot's thicker.
I hate how that song is actually good.
I need to.
But the chorus is Tell me, why do I poop my pants?
I don't
It's
wanna
so
talk-
absurd.
Dude, it's literally just we were going for like a Sum 41 or
Yeah,
like a
and
Blink
you got
182, like just like
it pisses me off how well you hit the sum.
no, you know what pisses me off is how easy it is to make. It's like they went nuclear. They're like millionaires,
Yeah.
and they have hits, and
You
like
guys
we just
made
made
it
it
in
in like
your
30
garage.
minutes, right? We just like did it in a bedroom, and not even a garage, like in a bedroom.
You really captured the sound too. It's nuts.
appreciate that.
Smoothing.
I did very little. I did like vocals and like helped come up with like the stuff, but
Most of the
My
other songs
homies.
on the album didn't quite hit that mark.
those are much more experimental. Those are there's a whole album. In case y'all wondering, you can listen to Cigarettes.
it's not called Greatest Hits.
Greatest hits. A little edgier, a little cooler.
There's just all these little fun facts about you that just kill me.
Dude, there's so many. That's internet. Going back to the internet. That's why I'm scared. I forget. I forgot about that. Like, I forget. Like I can't imagine what is of mine that's on the internet. And I do check. And I've deleted lots of things.
You're afraid you're gonna get canceled?
I've deleted lots of things.
The babes won't cancel you. I'm
No.
sure.
The babes won't cancel.
The
you.
babes.
What's up, babes? Thank you. Is the babes the
Yeah, they're
the
the
word?
they're
The
the loyal
the
drawer-
army.
drawer
They're known as
wallers.
babes.
What's
drawer
up,
wallers.
babes? I like it. I like it.
Max, you ever put a hole in the drywall?
Like physically?
Yeah.
Like actually before?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to?
Seriously?
Right now? It's not my
Oh,
not
sure,
my
let's
house.
do it.
Actually, it's kind of a ritual that
Yeah.
we go over to our guest's house and we put a hole in their drywall.
No.
You should come here. You should come over and punch the walls.
Well, I've already put a hole in your drywall. To be fair,
Have you really?
yeah, in your living room, by the doorway to the kitchen, there's a hole in the wall from where I tried mounting a prosthetic leg into the wall.
Oh, I covered that with a Hatsune Miku poster.
Yeah, and there's also.
Can we tell that story?
I
That's
think we've told it before.
I don't
I think we have, yeah. But basically, we
Have
have
you
a
told-
wall.
I don't know.
We had a leg that was sitting on a nail on the wall, and everyone that came over would sign it. And I thought, how cool would it be if it was like sticking out of the wall instead of next to the wall? And
true
so
though.
I just like
Just
yammed it
took
against the
it.
wall, and it
it
didn't work.
worked. It looks
right into the
great.
drywall.
Well,
and
it didn't
It
work.
didn't hold.
Yeah, it worked.
And then there was a couple holes in my room, so I put
So
multiple
yeah,
holes
so
in your walls.
you've already done it. I haven't. I don't know. I've like tried like as a joke a long time ago, like to rage as like a gamer. Like I was like, what? Like it would be really cool. I want to see if I could punch this wall, and I just like fucked my fingers up and just had to lay it out. Like it just hurts. Like how much force you have to put into like punching a hole in the wall literally is
That's
nuts.
I've never
You have
just
to be really mad.
I've never just punched one intentionally, but I always accidentally put holes in the wall. So
That takes effort. I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, I've
put
never,
around 30 holes in
Yeah.
the walls.
I'm too safe. I'm too safe.
Stay safe.
I'm just a big yoke of a man, so that's probably why it happened.
big. How long were we going? 30 minutes?
Uh,
Already?
40 minutes.
Hey,
It goes fast.
did you guys see how David Dobrik started Twitch streaming?
Yeah,
Why did he not start that 2 years ago?
because he's lazy.
I did not
And
know.
also, he was making the
Well,
vlogs.
yeah,
He's
but
rich already.
He could have done it at the beginning of quarantine and
oh my gosh,
profited so much more.
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
that was a big oversight that they missed that, because in every podcast they've just been talking about how he's been gaming the whole quarantine,
Yeah.
and then he just started streaming, and it's like this dude's gonna make so much money.
yeah.
I could see him getting a huge Twitch deal if he sticks with it.
What was weird is Sports Center tweeted out that he or Instagram David Dobrik in his first stream gets his first win. It's just like, and I saw people in the comments just like, who cares? Like this isn't sports.
Yeah, no, who cares? Did you
David
see it? How
Dobrik.
he won?
Yeah.
It was the worst win I've ever seen.
What was he playing? Fortnite?
Warzone.
Warzone.
Oh, he's on Warzone.
Yeah.
Warzone's
Tearing it
legitness.
He's on Warzone, and it's just like, what was it, an RPG or?
Yeah, it was an RPG, and I watched the stream today.
It
and
didn't look set up well at all. Like his camera was weird. I don't know. I could complain
You're
about it.
picking him apart because you're
You
also
got
a
to.
streamer.
Well, it's also like,
You would expect more, right? It's David Dobrik.
well, he's
Yeah.
pretty lazy. That's the thing.
It's just hilarious.
I don't think in this stage he's been lazy, but like he used to put out 3 vlogs a week.
Yeah,
and
he was
he
tripping
definitely
with
was not
that.
lazy
he was
then.
tripping.
But I don't know. I mean, it was also his first stream, so I'm sure he'll get better.
Well,
What
you
about
know,
this Avengers game? Speaking of games, This is trash, bro.
I won't be
Yeah.
playing it.
No, I'm not.
I only play Call of Duty and
Are you
occasionally
telling
pay to
me
win.
you don't want to play as Iron Man and switch to Hulk. You don't want to play as the
I'm not a huge
Avengers?
Avengers person. Just not.
Are you a Marvel or DC person?
I'm more of a Revenger.
I would say DC only because of Batman, but other
Have
than
you seen the
Batman, I
new
don't care
Batman
about either of
trailer?
them.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
I kind of
Huh?
am.
I'm not excited.
I'm intrigued.
Huh? For why?
The-
Actually, no, I'm not.
okay,
gonna
the
judge you. Why?
The Dark Knight. If it's not my favorite movie, it's top 3.
Yeah.
This is literally.
I used to. It was one of the 3
Naturally.
movies I had on my iPad, so I'd fall asleep every night watching it.
A little dark.
And
Did you
it's
have
just-
nightmares? Anything?
Without Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale, I think it will disappoint.
You don't trust the guy who made the Planet of the Apes trilogy
Okay.
and Robert
Well, like,
Pattinson?
I
Those are
love
good.
the Nolan series too, but I think this is interesting because you can't do worse than Batman vs Superman because
No.
that
No
one.
one could ever do worse
No.
than that.
It looks.
Yeah,
I think, bro.
it looks intriguing.
It looks
Okay, it'll probably be
tight.
good, and I'll probably like it. But
Dark
I'm
Knight has a
keeping my
soft spot.
hopes. I'm keeping my
Yeah.
hopes so low.
That's smart.
I also was not excited for the Joker, and I watched the Joker, and I was like, "That was a good movie." I mean, it's not
Yeah.
it's not like a classic that I want to watch a bunch of times.
But Joker's
I think it's a
pretty damn good.
Very good film.
It was good.
Joker's
It
pretty
had its
good.
purpose. Not
It
a
did its thing, man.
not a movie I want to watch a lot though.
But Batman,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. I think DC, bro, is just already like they're just a wreck.
I'm
It's-
ready for the Snyder cut.
Which, you know, so I'm gonna let you finish, but no, yeah, I have comments about that myself.
Well, like, so Justice League, Reed, I don't know, you were looking confused.
I have no idea what any of that is.
So Justice League, the DC film, they basically shot it and it didn't go how Zack Snyder, the director, wanted it to,
No.
but DC didn't care, put it out anyway.
No.
So it's just Universal
Never a
crap
good
movie.
idea.
Well, and it's because they also wanted it to be more lighthearted, right? So Snyder, he was like, it was much more like dark, like serious, like tone, like it was like supposed to be like more serious. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be more serious. I keep holding the mic not close enough to my face, but the yeah, it was supposed to be more serious. Snyder's take on it, but it turned into like a not funny, not good movie. Like it just not even a good like superhero movie. It just turned
No.
into. But so this is my complaint with the Snyder cut though, is that like it's going to be the same footage. It's going to be the same like performances. It's going to be the same shitty CGI. It's just going to be like colored different and like cut shorter. They're going to like take out all like the. I feel like there isn't.
Dude, I watched the trailer and there's parts where like
that weren't from
Yeah.
it, right?
No, it's
That
literally
weren't
like a
even from it.
new part of a movie.
See, I didn't know that. I thought it was literally
It's-
just taking the footage. They're like, let's.
No,
Let's re-edit
so
it.
they're
Let's
they're
just-
making it even longer. They're making it like an hour longer.
How did he get his hands on that footage? Who
I
who
don't
let
know.
him do it? That's illegal. Like,
I
did
don't know
Snyder
how-
Just
yeah.
like get it, and he was like, I'm doing this myself.
I have no idea, but I'm kind of excited for it.
I'm
Well-
a little more excited. I'm just guessing. I was talking my ass then. 'Cause I didn't know that.
I'm never gonna forgive DC because they couldn't come to an agreement with Christopher Nolan about Robin, and he set up,
Nightwing would have went so.
he set up
hard.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, great actor,
Uh-huh.
perfectly. It would have been incredible. Just let Christopher Nolan do whatever he wants.
Is that what happened? They didn't.
Yeah, they couldn't come to an agreement. I
Hold
don't
on.
remember exactly what it was over, but how horrible is that we could have had a Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Nightwing movie.
Tenet though.
Potentially, like, you know.
Tenet, I'm really excited about. Max,
I
have you
am.
seen it? You
Oh,
won't steal
oh,
it on the internet?
Oh, I'm
What?
very hit. Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh.
But I know what it is, and I know what's good about it.
It
They're-
looks
they're-
like
they're
an
sure, I'm gonna
Inception
see it.
2.0.
I didn't even like Inception. I feel like I think they're banking on this to be like the savior of theaters, and it will. It's just like there's so much hype because this is like
Okay,
the first new movie.
but it was supposed to come out before any of the
Right.
COVID
So
stuff happened.
That's
So
that's why it's inconvenient, and that's why it kind of sucks, and it's unfortunate that like this is supposed to be like the pressure's on Tenet to save. Is our theaters going to be around?
Mhm.
Is
I'm
Tenet
just
gonna be
more
the film?
interested in a Christopher Nolan film because I
Sure.
felt like there hasn't been one out in a while.
Also, The Dark Knight Rises wasn't my favorite thing ever either. After I saw that, I was like, bro, this is buns. But The Dark Knight is brilliant.
no, The Dark Knight Rises is great. You're wrong.
I think it's a good movie.
It's
It does feel like
buzz.
a lot of stuff is packed into one.
Because he was probably so unsure, just like what was happening. He was like, are they even going to let me make another one?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they didn't.
I read an article about it the other day about why it was bad, and I'm gonna do a separate podcast, just me and myself, reading this article and
You should.
dissecting it because I disagreed with it. Some of the points it was making were like, it complained that Alfred left for 2 hours of the movie, and I was like,
Who wants Alfred?
well, literally,
It's not called
literally that was the
Alfred.
point. He
Alfred
got
Knight.
in a friendship-ending fight with Bruce Wayne, and so he went somewhere else. What were
Spoiler.
we gonna keep
Broke his
up with
heart.
him? Just he would just be in his retirement condo in England somewhere. What,
Mhm.
you want to check in with him over that?
No, in a
Over
cafe.
that?
Yeah,
In a
for-
cafe.
Well, the cafe came later, and it was awesome, and it was perfect. We didn't need more Alfred.
It was butt.
And it was all. It was also mad about Selena Kyle's like
Hey, dude.
intermittent coming in and out, and I was like, okay, this movie is not about Catwoman.
Here's- Do you think it was
True.
actually them at the end, or was it like a fragment of Alfred's imagination?
It was actually them, because they said to Morgan Freeman that when Morgan Freeman was looking at the bat,
There's no
flying-
autopilot.
No, they said that there was autopilot, and he was like, I just want to know how I could have saved it. Like, how would I install that autopilot? And they're like, it was. It tells you that Batman figured out, Christian Bale,
I remember
Bruce Wayne
that.
figured out.
I
a way
didn't
to-
remember
remember
that.
that now.
I don't
But like,
remember
do you
that.
think it was actually them, or just Alfred like wishing it was them to,
What do you mean?
like, because he was having that flashback.
Well, they survived. They won the war of Gotham.
They never showed it.
It says that he figured out the autopilot.
I don't remember
That
any of this
doesn't mean
movie.
that he
use the
survived a
context
nuke.
clues.
We're
Well,
going to see.
You know,
We-
we're just
we-
gonna
we're
have to
gonna see
watch
in
it
the next
after this
movie.
podcast.
Matt, I'm curious. Why do you think it was bad?
I was okay. So this is my. So let me precursor. Dark Knight was amazing. Was one of my favorite movies of all time.
Perfect.
Mhm.
And then
It was perfect.
it's perfect. It's a perfect movie. And then I go into the. So this is my setting.
Mhm.
I was sitting on my friend's bed. Me and him were sharing a bed. This was after a long day of middle school, and we
The dark days.
right. And we should watch Dark Knight Rises. And I remember just seeing a scene, bro. I don't know why I was being so ignorant, but he like drives his like Batmobile to the alley, and it comes out as a jet. And I turned the shit off. I didn't even get past. I can't even lie. Like I didn't even
Oh
watch
my-
the rest because I was like, I don't know why I was being such an ass about it, but I was like, this is butt.
So have you seen the whole thing?
I mean, I see him die. Like,
Have you seen the whole thing? Have you sat down and watched it start to finish?
No chance.
Okay, well then
I
I,
would-
don't care. I, don't
I
care
would
what you have to say.
rather-
So
about
we
the
just
movie.
ruined the movie for you.
I don't care
No,
what you have to say.
I've seen the whole movie in total since then. But I haven't like it takes me at least a week. I have to keep stopping. I'm like, God.
Max, how do you
sucks."
feel about tattoos?
Oh yeah, we
I think
do.
they're great.
We do need to talk about this.
I think tattoos are great.
You got any? Because
I have a lots. I have.
Is that a new one on your arm, or
Yeah, well, it's newer. It's my newest. This is my dog. And you know,
like
for
my
people-
dogs, or
Just one plural.
Precious.
Just, unplural. My yeah, Precious. This is my dog that I grew up with since 2007. Then I have a lot of leg tattoos, and
Give us the breakdown on your leg tattoos.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I don't know if
The
I'll
verbal
show it on-
breakdown.
I mean, yeah, no, like all 3 viewers on YouTube, but like
Here
you
we
got
go.
to describe them to the
So
audio.
on my left leg, on the left side of my left leg, the outer part, I have a Nike sock with a hole in the. And keep in mind, these aren't great looking,
I disagree.
but I love them. No, I think I
I'm
love
gonna
them.
get a picture and possibly put this in the video.
So we have a Nike sock with a hole in the heel because all of my Nike socks in middle school had holes in them, and I don't even like Nike. And then I have a couch, a really slimy couch, on my on the same leg. And then in the inside of my left leg, I have the Mona Lisa portrait. Yeah, you can go ahead and get a pic just in case you want to do some editing.
And a McDonald's.
In a McDonald's play place right underneath Mona Lisa. If you can paint that picture.
Why?
Those have no good reason.
Those
You
Mona
just
Lisa
said, "I
lines
want
are-
Mona
are really
Lisa."
strong.
Yeah, those are kind of like, again, I was 16, right? Or maybe I was.
You were only 16?
Oh, no. I was probably 17, 18 when I got all of these.
You know,
Were
these
you
are
the
for life.
coolest kid in high school after you got these?
You said what?
Were you the coolest kid in high school after you got these?
No. No.
Okay, well,
What'd your parents say when they saw these?
The first one, so on my right leg, on my inner, I have a Spider-Man popsicle from the ice cream trucks, then a Sour Patch Kid. They're both my favorite things in the world. And then on the outside of my right leg, I have a duck, which was my first tattoo.
Oh,
Um,
there's a light.
A duck for the first tattoo.
Yeah,
Why-
that was
why the
my
duck?
first.
Why
That
the-
it was just I wanted a tattoo, right? And it wasn't really anything. It didn't mean anything. But my dad was super cool, man. My dad was, he was just like, yo, like I try to hide it, like as in like I wasn't gonna post about it. But someone went live. I think it was either Caleb or the dude who was doing my tattoo. And you know, my dad saw it, and then he was like, bro, he was just like, it's my body. It was literally just like, it's his body, like it's cool. Like he didn't
I
care.
don't think there's really any hiding those. you
No,
know,
there's no
you got-
chance. Well, at this point, then I went overboard, right? Knowing that my dad was like cool and like
Yeah.
I didn't have any like
Just a couch on there.
his couch. That was my second tattoo. Like the last one, like I said, the newest tattoo I have is this dog, and it's not the one I regret, but it's like, damn, like I could have just put it on my leg and filled up my leg. Like now my arm looks bare, right? You have one tattoo on the arm, and then you get that weird tattoo thing, and you're like, I need another one to make it make
You
sense.
gotta fill it up.
Which you don't. But but in my head, it's like I need another arm tattoo to make it make sense.
Yeah.
But you don't.
So going back, would you put that one on your leg?
Yeah, for sure. Which isn't like it's not like I wake up, I'm like, arm tattoo. But it's like when I, but then
maybe would have.
yeah. But if we're on the topic, I'm like, yeah, like maybe I could have just filled up my legs with.
What are your? I love your tattoos so much. They
Yeah.
bring everyone
Yeah,
so
I
much
think
joy.
they're great.
yeah, thank
Like
you.
everyone loves them.
Which is
like,
nuts.
I have taken pictures of people posing next to his tattoos.
Yes, that was a
Really?
a Krispy Kreme.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was. I have a friend. She's like 35, and she was like, and she's the sweetest. And she was
she's
just
cool,
like,
man.
I want to show these to my friends. Can I get a picture with them?
She took a picture of my leg. You know how crazy, like posing next to
Were you
your
like
leg.
flexing, just make sure you get that good calf
It was.
muscle?
I don't even remember what I don't even know if I was wearing pants and I rolled my pants up. And
Do you have future tattoo plans? And
yes, yeah. I really want the. I don't know how long it's about to
the
go.
gremlin
but
with the gat.
I wanted the gremlin with a gun, but I really. Did you know Teletubbies were 8 feet tall?
Deer.
Did you know they were 8 feet tall?
So
I
you're
think I've
gonna
heard
get a
that.
life-size Teletubby.
Yeah.
cover
Oh
your
no!
whole
I mean, I
body?
wanted the Teletubbies because I was like, I used to watch like the first time I ever laughed was to an episode of Teletubbies. It's a memory. I was like 3.
I don't know how you remember that.
It's nuts.
I'm sure you
It was
laughed as a baby before that.
No, bruh. The first time I
You
ever
were sad,
laughed
baby.
Didn't have joy
Sad.
until
No,
the age of 3.
until Teletubbies. And bro, like I really want some Teletubbies tats, and I think it'll be awesome.
What,
like,
chest tat?
like that?
You're just gonna
Big
fill
old-
up the legs.
Maybe just get 4 like all like next to each other, like on my leg. Yeah, but Teletubbies were 8 feet tall, and they filmed it on a real set in the middle of nowhere, and they were super hot, and like they were on like they're like. If you look up behind the scenes of Teletubbies, it's the most unhuman thing, like the most unnatural, like seeing a human head and a Teletubby head. Because on screen, they also used rabbits. So on Teletubbies, there's an intro and they're like running through a field and there's rabbits that just look like normal rabbits. But since the Teletubbies are 8 feet tall, the rabbits are also like literal. I swear to God, look it up. Mutated rabbits that are 5 times like the size of like a dog. But they look to scale on screen because the Teletubbies are so big. But you don't know. Your little pea baby brain doesn't notice because it's like a small rabbit, normal Teletubby.
I am amazed about the knowledge that you have of Teletubbies
It's
right now.
nuts. I'm a huge
he
Teletubbies
just-
fan.
You could ask him a question like, Crazy Frog. Tell me everything about Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frog, one of the first videos on YouTube to have 1 billion views. Also known for Axel Laughs. They used to play on Cartoon Network. They had a censored version of Crazy Frog on Cartoon Network where he didn't have his penis out, but on the real
shoot.
version, he has his penis out. You want to? You have to look it up. You have to look it up. It's facts.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man.
But anyways, yeah, that's some bullshit. But it's true. But it's some bullshit.
So you're not going with the Teletubby because the Teletubbies were tortured, or
Oh, what happened? We were watching the playoffs.
Denver just beat Utah in the 7.
Good job,
Series.
Denver.
we're gonna
on
rewind
the
this
buzzer-
and
on
watch
the
it
buzzer
later.
beater.
But yeah.
But yeah, long story short, I think if I'm getting another tattoo, I would really like a really interesting stylized, like all 4 Teletubbies. Like they don't really look like them, but you get the gist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Teletubbies are awesome. I think the whole production is insane. Like whoever made Teletubbies, bro, like early.
Oh, so you're supporting the inhumanity.
1,000%, bro, because they were just risking it for nothing. They were risking like
They
heat
went for
stroke.
it.
Yes,
Like they were in a costume. They weren't getting
All
recognition
day.
from this.
Teletubbies is not a short show. And there's not a lot of their seasons are still going today, and I'm sure they do it like in a more humane way. But like, bro, like Teletubbies?
Kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
Okay. We're coming up on the end of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on the note.
Yeah, we're gonna stop you at Teletubbies because I don't know
keep
what
going,
else.
bro.
But what is your song of the week?
Oh, shh.
Yeah,
Do you have to play it?
you don't have your phone on you.
Phone.
But, I mean,
We
here, you
just
can look it
we
up.
usually play like a little
snippet.
5
You
seconds.
see the recently
Snippet.
played?
The Let's Go's on there. This is
I was
crazy.
bumping it.
I appreciate
Is that your song of the week? Let's go.
It might be. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna do this really quick, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I feel like I would just be sucking up to him if I did his song for song of the week.
True. Look, when you
Mhm.
look at my name, okay, hold on, wait. On SoundCloud, I'm gonna go to my likes and just like, I hate SoundCloud.
All right. While
a
you
lot.
look, I'll give mine.
Yeah.
Mine's called "Honey, There's No Time" by Fang Suave. It's a pretty good little psychedelic chiller.
Okay.
You seeming so close, I wanna see you goddamn.
Okay.
I like that.
What's under the- I'm feeling so
Okay. Yeah. You good with that? That's
yes,
nice.
Sir.
Okay. Bro, okay. My song of the week is Soulja Boy, the Vampire Gang.
I hate you.
I'll play it for you guys right now. Just wait for it to drop.
Soldier, nigga. Is that vampire gang?
Just wait.
You bitch ain't on SOD, I put the pistol in your mouth.
That's my song of the week.
Why?
That song right there is literally the reason why I stopped passing Max the aux cord because his favorite genre of music is ratchet,
I was not
SoundCloud
prepared for that,
rap.
I'll be honest.
Dude,
Like-
the Vampire
like
Gang.
as ratchet as it gets.
It's just brutal. Just like really, really from the streets, man. Like really been through it. Like I love hip hop. I love hip hop.
My song of the week is probably just gonna be "Never Had the Balls" by Rex Orange County.
Nice.
Great song.
I don't even need to play it
Run
because
it.
I-
Run it.
well, I gotta find it. but-
Okay, well, I want to ask Max what I thought was a very good, insightful question.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was, name
That's fine.
a song that you think best describes you.
Oh.
And his answer was
I was
this.
about to answer it again.
what his answer was this song called "I'm the Best," and it's one word, and it's by this guy whose name is GMC Faux Show, and this is the song that Max said best described him, and it's just absurd.
That's so brilliant.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
I hate that I've heard this.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
All right, cut
I'm the
that.
best.
All right, cut it.
All right.
Look it up.
You got any other shout outs? Anything you want to plug before we
any
end this?
projects coming up.
You
we need to
plug
know about?
yourself, plug your Instagram, plug your YouTube,
Hey, man.
plug your Twitter, SoundCloud.
MaximumJamez with a Z instead of an S at the end of James is kind of like my socials, and then that's that. You can find everything through that. So that's Instagram, Twitter, etc.
Go watch his Guitar Hero video because it's
Please,
great.
yeah. I
I
actually
love that.
have
There's
that
so-
pinned to my Twitter. I worked really hard on that.
Yeah, the editing is awesome.
I appreciate
I
that.
love it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, he literally edited reflections of the screen onto the guitar. That's
And like
so
onto my
impressive.
glasses. And
Didn't miss a note too.
Yeah.
didn't miss a note.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, babes.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Max, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll see you
man.
next week.
See you.
Yeah.
Good
Go.
pod.
This has been the Holes in Your Drywall podcast. Thank you for being a loyal drywaller. Peace out.